Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Monday Night's Game of Thrones. And Tyler is here. Wow. He came in sneaking behind the radar.
Yeah.
You can start the
I'm
show
guessing
now.
the hinges are. Oh, sorry, brother.
Speaking
We need to change something here.
I know, I saw that. Speaking of changing something, JB's never going to change because he always needs the three of us on top because we did start this. What's up, JB?
Yes. Not much. Get ready. And I do need to add a correction. Last week, I said that after last week's show, we have 14 episodes left. That was a mistake because season 7 is only 7 episodes. It is 13 weeks until House of the Dragon.
Oh man, what?
Yeah. So
and just so we all know, Ryan is less than 3.
I am less than 3.
He really is.
I'm never gonna live this down. The less than 3
No.
crap.
No.
Speaking of well, it just doesn't work with that one. So I'm gonna have to just slightly skip around. Speaking of never living anything down, that would be Mr. Shadu. What's up, Shadu?
Not much. Got a great book, so yeah, can't wait to get started.
Speaking
broken?
of,
I didn't hear it work.
do what? Not work.
The thing you turned it on, it glowed, but there was no sound. There it is. Okay, it just wasn't close enough to the mic. My bad.
Thank you, Shadow. That wasn't enough of a waste of time. Thank you for that.
You're welcome.
Speaking of never being a waste of time, that would be the queen of this stream. That would be Lily, Miss 300 Mirrors. That is very right.
Hey guys, I'm excited to start season 7. Woo. I mean, well, excited, but then also not that excited. But
Yeah,
you know what I mean. We'll see.
Yeah, it's a means to an end. And speaking of means to an end, his face finally doesn't look like it's been assaulted by a razor. Mr. Tyler the Redbeard.
Man, I less than 30 you. I really do. You can be mean to me, but I still less than 3 you. That's okay.
Oh man,
Hey, Iron Oxide, what's happening, man?
What's up, Iron? All right, yeah, we're gonna take a look at the chat here real quick. Zillage is just with the eyes of like, whoa. Redway Nation says hi. He said, "Laugh out loud." No Anna for this. No. I did see Twitter earlier. Anna can only handle so much of me at a time. It's
Who's Anna?
Anna from Anna's Game Land.
She,
officer.
Yeah,
Comms
another
officer.
person that's in the streaming groups.
yeah, she's a part of our Star Trek Engage.
I got you. Okay.
Yeah.
If you saw the one where she's like, it was a meme where she's like luring people into the woods. I said it was a trap. And then she's
What could possibly go wrong?
well, the irony is that she said this. She's like, Ryan, you couldn't pay me to go in the woods with you. Everybody's like, oh, like, yeah, it's pretty sad. It's pretty fun.
Because you're less than 3.
I am less than 3.
Don't know what that means.
Jesus Christ.
Well, you should have been there last week.
Look, Tyler's beard is still red.
I think what you mean is gloriously red. I think he left out.
Now that he has a beard again.
Glorious or majestic. I would also go with majestic.
Clue says, hey, Lily.
What's up, Clue?
Dempsey says, hello there. Iron Oxide says, hail, everybody. What's up, buddy? And of course, Zillage says, hail, Ryan, and the rest of the panel. This is very kind of you. D-Day Direwolf says, yo. Also, at the same time, we are actually on Rumble right now. So I have got my Rumble figured out. So awesome. So shout out to everybody on Rumble over there. We have an Dempsey says magnanimous.
Kingly.
I'll take it. Probably talking about.
Yeah, you're talking to a fucking retard. Like, you gotta speak more clearly. So shall we go?
Sure.
I was so confused by this scene because I watched like like 5 of the last episodes. I was like, this guy died, right? What is happening here?
Mm-hmm.
You see, that is Arya having not actually given up the faceless men thing, even though she gave up being a faceless man.
Right? Yeah. I mean, it took me like probably 2 or 3 minutes to figure out what was going on, and then it was like, oh, okay.
Okay. So this is kind of a departure from a normal episode, because they start with a cold opening here where they have a scene prior to the intro.
Well, they did that
And
with the
yes,
hound
this is
and the when he was like building
right,
with the,
right,
but yeah.
right.
Normally it's just the open.
Right. So this is our Arya using the skills she learned from the faceless men to get rid of House Frey. Now, we the audience know that this is Arya because you watched the last episode and saw what happened, but to the phrase at large here, Arya's giving a few little clues, the little tells that this is really not Walder Frey, but no one's picking up on it.
Right. Also, can I just say that this scene is like an excellent example to show why Dumb and Dumber just stopped caring about Game of Thrones as a whole?
Well, I will admit, the first time I watched this, I was so confused. I was
this is the second time I watched it, and I was already like, wait a second, did she kill like another old guy?
Yeah, no, see, it was one of those things that I'm like, okay, well, you kind of weirdly glossed over. You think it would be after the fact of seeing, him dead and her standing over him, and then flash like maybe forward, but that's not what they did.
You're wondering why I brought you all here. After all,
it sounds a little quiet, doesn't it?
A little bit.
Just me. That turned up a smidgen.
Like I can hear it, but it's not like it's not like the Friday Night intro where it's just destroying your eardrums.
I'm redoing it. Like I'm off tomorrow. I'm redoing. I'm changing the intro. It's needed to be updated for like the last 2.5 months. And I haven't.
Carly, why do you have a nipple?
Because that's on brand for Tyler.
Yes.
Okay, that's fair. That's fair.
Well, it's no good being Lord of the Riverlands if you can't celebrate with your family. That's what I say.
Clue number 1, we're right there. Clue number 1.
He doesn't like his family.
I've gathered.
No, he doesn't.
But again, they're drinking, they're having a good time. It's like, oh my God, this is kind of neat. But if folks really know Walder Frey, it's just like, oh, something's not right here. And then she really tips off when everyone does that toast.
Mm-hmm.
Then she really tips it off. Oh,
I was just gonna say, Dempsey says you gotta love these later seasons. Yeah. Be a few critiques, just a little bit. Clue says real quick, Ryan, the Lord told me to forgive you for showing me that Robin Hood trailer, so we're good now. Oh well, thank God.
Yeah.
Wow.
You mean the black guy got mad at me for showing him the trailer that black people are supposed to love?
Yeah.
Living at the corner of Sherwood and Forest.
Yeah. It's great writing.
I'll tell you my plans for this great house now that winter has come. But first, a toast. No more of that Dornish horse piss. This is the finest
Now Dumb and Dumber were originally just going to have this scene in the episode, but they decided to put it prior to the credits, specifically for the performance of the guy who plays Walder Frey, who is good everything he's done. So I mean,
Absolutely.
He plays the role well. That lecherous old man is, but so I don't have a problem with any decision that they made based on this, and I also don't have, and I have no objections to when we get to the final set piece either. There's some stuff in between that we can disagree on.
Yes, sorry, real quick. I'm just checking to make sure that everything. Yeah, we're good with Twitter. Okay, cool.
Lily, your thoughts?
Yes, Lily. I feel like
sorry guys, I was grabbing some water. Sorry.
Thoughts?
No. Just you're good. I thought maybe you were having microphone issues or something.
No. I'm here. Sorry. Well, with this scene, I think it might have worked better if we had seen it before the ending of the last one. It just it's a cool moment. I can see what they were going for, but after you saw last week's, you're kind of like, okay, what is going on? So I don't know. It didn't really work for me in the context that they have it, but it's pretty cool. If it's just by itself, I didn't mind it.
See, granted, I know about the universe a bit more than than the common viewer. So a normal person watching this isn't going to care, but George described magic in his setting as a sword without a hilt. The idea being to use it, you're going to cut yourself. What exactly is Arya sacrificing to use this magic? In the case of the demon baby Melisandre uses, it's sacrificing a fetus. In the case of the resurrection magic, it's you're losing a part of your soul, at least in the books you are. There's always some kind of cost. Yeah, Arya learned how to do it, but she just puts on faces now. She doesn't even have to give up being Arya Stark. There was no sacrifice. She just has the magic now, which defeats the point, which is just a bastardization of the setting.
We're also talking about two writers who did not want a lot of fantasy elements in a show with ice zombies and dragons.
Right.
Yeah, and they were all already kind of checked out, and I think at this point, in my opinion.
Well,
they had to check out, man. They had a Star Wars trilogy to make.
Right, and I think this was right about that time because they were riding that high.
Because you can tell.
Oh, they were high.
Yeah.
No, if they were high, this would have been good.
That's actually probably a pretty good point, to be honest. Bring back cocaine to Hollywood.
Yes. cocaine and capitalism. Less woke, more coke.
Yeah. Capitalism, cocaine. And
yes, actually, yeah. Yeah, that's actually an excellent point.
Joker voice for president of Hollywood 2024.
Shush.
Together.
No, not drinking that.
Not you. I'm not wasting good wine on a damn woman.
But well played in character. Well played in character, though.
That was good.
Pleasant man.
That is my rule at dinner too.
But I'm proud of you lot. You're my family.
Yes.
The men who
Women
helped
don't
me
drink.
slaughter the Starks.
I mean, they can get
at the
water.
Red Wedding. Yes.
I'm a monster.
Yes.
No booze then, right? Just don't waste the booze.
Brave men. All of you. Butcher the woman pregnant with a baby.
Dempsey.
Cut the throat of a mother.
What's up, Boo? She just says balls. Yeah. Dempsey says, drink your voice. Nah, it'll be fine. Yeah. It's always fine.
It'll be fine.
Yeah, don't you ever worry there.
Slaughtered your guests.
Sounded more Irish.
After inviting them into your home.
Well, he's Scottish. Oh, it's close.
But
I mean, they're both Gaelics.
you didn't slaughter every one of the Starks. No. That was your mistake. You should have ripped them all out, root and stem.
Howdy, Boosh.
Leave one wolf alive, and the sheep are never safe.
So again, it's kind of the Red Wedding Part 2, right? You know, it's kind of their comeuppance in a sense.
Less messy.
Less, well, I mean, they're kind of vomiting blood.
Yeah.
It's a good mess.
But in less per capita. It's only a couple dozen people at a dinner table rather than armies outside as well.
There you go.
I'd rather clean up that than what Sam gets to clean up.
What's up, Gilkman?
Howdy,
What's up?
Gilkman.
What's up there, Thomas? How you doing, buddy? So it's
And there's also going. What?
No, go ahead, dude.
Oh, well, and there's also less. There's less arterial spray.
Yeah,
from the
that's
deaths.
true. There's also fewer abortions.
Stabbed in the baby.
Yeah, well, I mean, I guess it's kind of one way to do it.
Yeah,
Stabbed in the baby. That's just wrong.
It is.
Done in the first trimester.
I don't know.
When people ask you what happened here,
Probably a little bit after the second.
tell them the North remembers. Tell them winter came for House Frey.
And title sequence.
Yeah.
Da, 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 da.
Also, my bad. Due to a long day at work, I have not updated the title screen to match season 7. I usually try to keep it consistent with So next week, woohoo! All right, just get to the thing. Like, I do like the Game of Thrones titles, though. It's one of the best, probably one of the best themes.
It's my favorite theme song ever.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, the intro sequence is great.
Yeah, it's really good.
Amazing.
I think there are. Wait, are we just talking about the intro or just the soundtrack as a whole?
The score, the intro, the way the castles kind of build up.
Oh, that, yeah. It is.
Yeah. No, it doesn't.
Yeah.
You know what? And I know I'm probably going to go out on a limb here, like, because some people are like, did you really want to tie House of the Dragon to Game of Thrones? Yes. I'm glad they used the same thing. I know, JB, you're not, but
Wrong.
I kind of.
Nope. It's the wrong theme. Targaryen theme. It's about the Targaryens. It should be fire and blood.
Actually, it's not really about the Targaryens. It's more of the Valerians and the High Towers using the Targaryens against each other.
Shut up. No one asked you.
The Game of Thrones theme works because it's not Targaryen on Targaryen.
Well, not yet. It's good.
Well, even then, it's not like a Targaryen deciding to kill another Targaryen like the Blackfire rebellions. It's one house using the Targaryens against themselves. Sorry,
Shadow, would you like to explain the cloud real quick?
So whenever the White Walkers go to war, the temperature around them drops, and when air gets colder, it creates fog. Also, it's cheaper to hide CGI in.
He's playing with his dolls below the camera.
No, I'm actually twiddling with a brush and reading a book.
What the heck?
What, you're doing your Warhammer 40K thing, right?
Not right now. I'm just reading a book, but I've been painting some models. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, that's
not right now. That was earlier today.
Models.
Yeah.
Well, it is Warhammer 40K. I will admit, look, Henry Cavill likes Warhammer 40K. I know of it.
Oh.
He was Superman and Geralt of Rivia. And also on top of that, Shadow, the fact that like you like put that photo and you're like going, I don't have to toss a coin to your to the Witcher to come find you. I'm like, I don't know, man. Henry Cavill's Geralt. I would, I'd play some video games with Henry Cavill.
Oh,
Like,
absolutely.
Dude's a fucking straight up one of us.
Yeah. No, he is a nerd in a jock's body, and it is amazing.
Yeah, that's one reason we love him. All right, so where's Boosh says I painted some models when I worked at a shit. Well, you're not wrong. So we're starting to see the remnants of what was left behind, and we have a reanimated giant.
Three of them.
Yep.
Yes, 3 of them.
A couple of them in there. Yep.
Only
So-
3 giants out of the entire history of the North ever died.
Shadow.
I'll turn off the. I'll mute.
It's all they could
You're
afford.
fine. You're fine.
It's all they could
Hey,
afford.
they had to say they had to cut a few corners because of episode 4 and the big set piece.
No, I know. I'm just being a facetious little
So-
shit.
Yeah, I know.
I think that's JP's way of saying shush. But
Okay, I'll start
No.
writing them.
the chat, the chat seems to always. What's up, Hail the Lord?
Howdy,
Says,
Lord.
"Hey,
How you
Hey,
doing, man?
what's up?
All is well. Just pass through. Shout out to the panel. I don't know, man. The chat always seems to side with the kid. They like the kid.
Maybe your chat does.
I think we're seeing the same chats.
You wildlings.
Well, that was resynced by BoxSync, whatever. So let's enjoy the show.
Son of Ned Stark.
We will enjoy the show. Thank you so much for doing this. For those that hail sail the high seas. I've been watching what is it? Graham Hancock's what Gary was watching about kind of like ancient history, civilization, stuff like that. Of course, on the high seas because I'm not watching it on Netflix.
That's a crazy documentary, man.
Oh, it's good stuff.
D-Day, no, this is not the last time we see Aaron Reed because she gets all the way down to the Winterfell. Then that's the last time you see her.
Yeah, we still have a little bit of a ways to go.
Stark.
Yep.
How do I know that's true?
Because he's Brandon
You were the
Stark.
fist of the first men. You were at Hardhome. You've
You
seen
saw
the
it.
army of the dead.
You've seen the Night
You've seen
King,
the Night
and
King.
this
He's
that kind
coming
of shakes head a little bit. It's
Yeah.
Like, ooh,
for all of us.
ooh.
Hey, come on. Let's get them inside.
Shadu looks like that dude that played Adam Warlock.
I'm not googling it because I've been called every generic white guy so many fucking times. I know. I'm gonna Google it. And the only comparison is gonna be that we're both white. That's all there's gonna be. You know what? Fuck, I'm doing it.
Yeah, you should. That was really funny, actually.
I think
Generic
Laura was
white
in
guy.
Cat's Discord when that joke was like. When that joke was like a thing, where just people would like send me 3 or 4 images each a day.
Oh my god!
in memes.
Especially when he's in We're the Millers. He looks just like him in that.
Still says, have you been called Peter Parker yet? Boosh says
Actually,
it's
yeah,
eyebrows.
not by anyone online, but I've had someone in real life tell me, "Hey, you look like Tom Holland."
Shadow, look up where We Are the Millers or We're the Millers. Yeah.
Yeah, there it is.
But in that one, he
Wow, that actually is a lot closer than I thought. I gotta be honest. That's pretty solid.
Yeah.
That was an awful character.
It was. It was so
Worst part of the movie.
where
Congratulations.
he was. And
Congratulations.
Shadow. You look like the worst part of a movie.
I disagree. As Adam Warlock, he sucked, but as random gold guy named Adam, he wasn't. He was fine. I liked his arc.
Of course you do.
a petulant
Guardians
child.
3 was the only good Phase 4 film. Changed my mind.
No, that's the worst part of the
Phase
movie.
5, but close enough.
Yeah.
Character was better than most of the other characters the MCU has made in Phase 4.
Exactly. Game of Thrones.
Yeah, Game of Thrones. Let's get back.
Game of Thrones.
Dragonglass kills White Walkers. It's more valuable to us now than gold. We need to find it. We need to mine it. We need to make weapons from it. Everyone aged 10 to 60 will drill daily with spears, pikes, bow and arrows.
Yeah,
It's about
they
time we
will.
taught these boys of summer how to
Yeah.
Drill
Not
those
just the
pipes.
boys. We can't defend the North if only half the population is fighting.
You expect me to put a spear in my granddaughter's hand?
I don't plan on knitting by the fire while men fight for me. I might be small, Lord Glover, and I might be a girl, but I am every bit as much a Northerner as you.
Indeed you are, my lady. No one
And
is
I don't
questioning
need your permission to defend the North.
Ugh.
If she was like 15, 16, okay, fine. But I cannot take this character seriously knowing she's like 12. It's just... It makes no sense.
I can't take the character seriously knowing the fact that she plays Ellie and you know, and apparently Pedro Pascal won an Golden Globe for that.
But none of us knew that at the time. So at the time when you first watched this, it was kind of like, oh, she's sassy.
No,
and she shut up, Shadow.
I would say that the first couple times, but it just kind of keeps going, and it's like, okay,
right,
we get it.
I get it.
Right. We get it.
And then she had other roles where the sass wore off really quick.
She was sassy.
We'll begin training every man.
But no, he is right. It was kind of endearing at first.
Yes, while we're preparing for attack, we need to shore up our defenses. The only thing standing between us and the army of the dead is the wall, and the wall hasn't been properly manned in centuries. I'm not the king of the free folk. But if we're going to survive this winter together...
You want us to man the castles for you?
Aye.
With
Last time we saw the
Tormund's
Knights,
well-coiffed hair.
Closest
Always.
castle to
It's
Hard
very
is
well-coiffed.
Eastwatch by the sea.
And that's where I'll go. Looks like we're the Night's Watch now.
If they breach the wall,
They have a big reserve of pomade up there.
I mean, have you ever seen like a homeless dude's hair? Have you ever seen I've seen like some older homeless guys that have better hair than.
Why are you seeing older homeless guys?
I know.
Because a lot of younger ones. Because I don't really see a lot of younger ones that aren't just covered in mud trying to panhandle. I'm talking about the guys that just kind of chill and do their own thing.
When you say see older,
Yeah, what do you mean
guys,
by that? You see,
just like when I'm if
or...
I'm like driving through like a metroplex area, you know, like just a guy with a cart sitting on by like a street corner or something, just kind of chilling.
Okay.
He doesn't get it because he's not doing a whole lot of dating right now, which I don't blame the kid. But
went over poor Warlock's head, I guess.
He's like, oh no, you know what? I got something for that. Hold on.
I'm in danger.
I love this. It's so much fun.
So Game of Thrones, everybody.
Yeah. 11 minutes in.
Torn down with not a stone left standing.
The castle's committed no crimes. And we need every fortress we have for the war to come. We should give the last hearth and carhold to new families, loyal families who supported us against Ramsay.
The Umbers.
This is the Littlefinger in Sansa starting to play because that's a Littlefinger move. Reward loyalty, not respect tradition. Toss out the old, bring in the new, so long as it benefits me. Whereas that's also a very Lannister thing, but that's not a Northern thing.
Right.
Each of the houses have held what they have held for centuries.
It's very Southern.
It also,
yeah. Howdy, Anna.
She annoyed me during this scene. Not gonna lie.
Yet again.
Hi, Anna.
Anna's Game One says, "Hell, Lily, JV, Shadu, Tyler, and all in the chat."
What's up? Why did she annoy you?
Well, because of the little conversation that John has with her later. I mean, it's perfectly fine to question things, especially when she kind of, I mean, it's her family too, and up to this point, we think that John's not legitimate, but she shouldn't have done it in front of everybody. I mean, they just set him up as a king, and she's questioning him. Yeah, she's undermining him, and it's not because she's a woman. It's not because whatever. But like anyone who speaks out of their turn, and questioning him just makes him look bad.
Yeah.
Look, I have a question. Am I invisible? I read.
I don't know what you did. What did you do?
What?
She
I
made
only
you
got about
leave
half
it up.
Oh, I didn't even notice.
Yes, I read the comment and then waited, and you guys just steamrolled me with more talk about Game of Thrones. And I'm like,
All of us
No,
were
I
like,
noticed it.
Diana.
I'm like, maybe I am dead. Like,
I noticed it. I'm just pretty sure you did something last night that I missed.
No, I've always done something. It's just being me. That's what it is.
Something worse than normal is what I was trying to imply. Like, you know how Dermy will just like randomly say something and then suddenly Anna's his worst enemy? And then like he'll say something else and suddenly she's defending him for like, oh, hey, Boosh, like no reason. That's
no. Boosh
you're
just is
entering
like, oh,
that
hi,
phase
Ryan.
right
I didn't
now.
see you there. Yeah. No, that's
Also, Boosh is right. He's legitimate because he took it.
Oh no, I know, but I mean, we think that he's still a bastard.
I mean, you know, John New King, or John White Wolf or something. Like, I mean, you know, you conquer territory, you kind of get the right to give yourself a house name.
Yes,
Versus
Shadow,
him.
but that's not what I mean. You know what
I
I
know I'm
mean.
being a jackass. I apologize.
Yes, yeah. What? No. Are you sure?
There you go.
Maybe.
Boosh said hi to you. Oh, wait.
I didn't know he did.
Punishment for treason and no reward for loyalty.
The punishment for treason is death.
John's face.
Small
I'm
John
sorry.
Umber died on the field of battle. Harold Karstark died on the field of battle.
They died fighting for Ramsay. Give the castles to the families of the men who died fighting for you.
It is undermining him, and it doesn't look good.
When I was Lord Commander of the Night's Watch, I executed men who betrayed me. I executed men who refused to follow orders. My father always said, the man who passes the sentence should swing the sword, and I have tried to live by those words. But I will not punish a son for his father's sins, and I will not take a family home away from a family it has belonged to for centuries. That is my decision, and my decision is final.
Oh, you got told, woman.
This is why he is the best. This is why he is objectively the best character in the show. He has in regards to like his moral stand, like main character, not side characters. All the side characters are better. But like he has the practical experience leading, fighting, being in the thick of it. But he's also he's still maintained his empathy, his base human understanding of what it feels like to be the other guy. So he's able to like make the hard calls, but in a moment where softness is required. He's not like Sansa, who's purely analytical, and he's not like Daenerys, who's purely emotional. He is the right mix of the two of them, and it is so freaking good. Why am I praising a season 7 episode?
I don't know, but you were very adamant about it. I almost actually want to applaud you for it.
That was
Because we know how it should have ended, and it didn't end that way.
Yeah.
Well, also at the same time too, he just reasserted the fact that he's like, look, I have done this thing. Lost JV.
Hey, he's having computer problems.
Yeah, that's what I figured it was, because he was saying something about the fact that we were roboting for him, but nobody seemed else to be roboting for us. So he's been there, he's done this, and he got stabbed like 27,000 times.
I'm
back.
Damn it.
All right,
shut up.
We were having a good time, and then it's fine.
No, you weren't.
Tyler, that was like 2 seconds.
It's the best 2 seconds of my day.
Oh my
god! Damn!
Wow, Tyler, bringing in some shade going on here. Oh, that's not going to stand. We got to switch that.
Yeah, I mean that's why we have Tyler here.
Tyler's
shit around like it's going out of style.
weird ass little. It looks like Shadow too.
Alice Karstock.
That looks like Shadow too.
It does.
Wait, the little kid?
No, I was
the
talking about
little
the girl.
Oh,
Good Lord.
The girl who was like, I think, like 18 in
Centuries
the
our
books.
families fought side by side on the battlefield. I ask you to pledge your loyalty once again to House Stark, to serve as our bannermen, and come to our aid whenever called upon.
I love his accent.
That's a big butter knife.
Yesterday's wars don't matter.
No.
The North needs to band together. All the living North. Will you stand beside me, Ned and Alice, now and always?
Now and always.
Okay, I just love how all the lords of the North. First, Sansa is saying something, and they're like, "Yeah," and then Jon says something, "Yeah." They talk about the loyalty of the North. It seems to shift rather easily.
Yeah, and that is one of the things that's like really bad about. That's something they drop a lot of. A lot of the minor houses and stuff like that are incredibly dumbed down into like a peanut gallery or like the chattering classes. Like in the books, pretty much only the Freys are on board with what the Boltons are doing in the North, and then everyone else is only going along with it because they've got hostages or because they're just trying to get close enough to stick the dagger and avenge the Starks. Like there's the Manderleys are doing like their thing, and the Hornwoods are doing their thing, and the Umbers, and like everyone is doing their thing and trying to like play their part, and they have agency. In this, it's just their background characters to fill up a room. Sorry, my roommate's singing, so I'm just going to mute for a sec.
You said your roommate is singing?
You never have
couldn't
to
you hear
hold
him?
that for muting, Shadow.
No, we can't hear him.
No.
Okay, because
what-
he was like right outside my door, just like belting out some stuff. So I didn't
No.
know if you guys could
hold,
hear that.
hold on real quick. What was he singing? It's raining.
I
Men?
don't know. I just heard him like.
Is this like a John Cusack situation with the?
No, it sounded like some like warm up stuff, like Do Re Mi, that type of thing. I don't know.
warm up
Oh,
stuff.
is he a singer?
Like 10:30.
Yeah, he's done some Spotify covers.
Oh,
Or
wow.
he's done some covers on Spotify. Rather, I should have phrased
Hey,
that better.
look, I'm not gonna knock nobody for doing their stuff. No, we did not hear them. I just
Okay.
Yeah,
I'm
no.
sorry.
we
I'd
couldn't
rather hear
hear
that than you.
Oh, probably.
Game of Thrones.
Yeah, Game of Thrones.
He's coming and swinging tonight. Good
Again, that's why
Lord.
we want him here.
Yeah, it's true. So what we were saying in this, Dempsey says something. The young man. No, we're not going to do it. So it's the stop. I'm sure you guys are fucking with me.
Yes.
My train of thought. Okay, so I think what Sansa said made a little bit of sense, right? Because hey, they betrayed us. But at the same time, though, John's like, no, this doesn't work. This only alienates more people who are real quick,
Mr. Gregory.
Mr. Grant Gregory, who does have the link, but he's in a very different country, so sometimes it's hard for him to be here. That damn Southern, that damn South Pole kind of crap.
Right.
The opening scenes where Arya Stark closes the phrase was really planned to start with the Night King and his army, but was changed due to Maisie Williams and David Bradley's performances. Really?
Correct. I mentioned that. I mentioned
good change.
That,
It's a good change.
that,
Yeah.
that
Oh, that's a fact.
I mentioned that the opening scene was just meant to be in the episode, but because of the performances, they put it prior to the opening credits.
Okay, my bad. Sorry, I was doing a couple things during that, so
You're
I must have
juggling
missed
3
it.
hats. You're good, man.
Yeah, I was where I was. I missed that part about
Herding cats.
Herding cats. Also, Bella Ramsey, who plays Lyanna Mormont, was also supposed to be in one episode, but
She would have been
Press said they
perfect
wrote
in just
more
one
for-
episode.
She would have been perfect in 0 episodes.
I don't know, 0 episodes. But,
I liked her.
But then she just
I-
keeps talking. And
I liked her
Again.
in this.
Again, because now we're judging her on on her extended body of work.
No, I
but this
haven't
was the
seen.
first time
I
we
haven't
saw
seen
it.
that show, so I'm just going by this.
Yeah, and
Okay,
like
so-
the first time I saw it, the first time I saw it, I was sitting here and I see. I'm like, okay, the Lady of Bear Island, like this is gonna be like some like warrior maiden chick, and then it's a 10-year-old, and I'm like, oh, this is gonna suck. And then she
You also
starts
hate
out
girls.
politicking everyone, and I'm like, oh, they did this trope, really?
You,
All
Well,
right.
at least
also
she's
hate
going to show up for
girls.
one episode, and then every time she opens her fucking mouth going forward, it just
Okay,
pisses me
we
off.
we got to get moving.
JB,
We're-
put your
I'm sorry,
dildo
Ryan,
away.
I'm sorry.
We're 15 minutes in at 42 minutes. Like we are way
Yeah,
behind
I'll
the
shut
ball.
up. I'll shut up.
You
and
don't have
wrap.
to shut up. We just got to move a
You
little
are my
quicker.
sister, but I am king now.
You start wearing a crown.
When you question my decisions in front of the other lords
Bitch.
and ladies, you undermine me.
We can't question your decisions anymore.
Of course you can, but
Joffrey never let anyone question his authority. You think he was a good king?
do you think I'm Joffrey?
You're as far from Joffrey as anyone I've ever met.
Thank you.
This
You're good at this, you know.
But what?
At ruling.
No.
You are. You are.
Wookie.
you Wookie. Wookie says, "Shut up and write Shadoo." Yeah, dude, you have a deadline by the end of this month. I want chapter 2 of
My deadline is 4 days.
It's in 4 days.
My self-imposed it's got to be out by the 15th. So the first draft needs to be done by the 12th, so I can revise it and have it done by the 15th.
Okay, that's fair. But I have to be honest, this part I did like because for once we are seeing the continued relationship of Sansa and Jon get stronger, that she actually legitimately appreciates him.
They respect you. They really do. But you have to. Why are you laughing?
And right now she's explaining why she was undermining him because what happened to her dad and
Never
other
said that to me.
Right.
No, I never cursed him.
kind of grow a pair, and you might stick around for a while there, John.
You never wanted us to see how dirty the world really is, but Father couldn't protect me, neither can you. Stop trying.
All right, I'll stop trying to protect you, and you stop trying to undermine me.
I'm not trying to undermine you. You have to be smarter than Father.
Mhm.
You need to be smarter than Rob.
And she's got
And
points.
this is
I loved them. I
because
missed them,
because
they
this
made
is what
stupid mistakes
Sansa
and they
learned
both lost their
from
heads.
her time
And how should I
in the capital.
Right.
She
I
learned
into you.
this is something that, and this is
Don't be so
something that Jon hasn't learned.
She learned the game.
She did.
John is a
I
very.
would argue
John
differently
is.
because he died.
I'm sure you would, but I'm not done. John is a very straightforward person. I mean, even at the wall, the politicking at the wall is very straightforward.
Mhm.
So Sansa, as Tyler said, has learned the game, and she's learned from some of the best.
Mhm.
Tyrion, Cersei, Littlefinger. So and
How do you see
Elena,
What's up,
Elena,
CLS?
Marjorie.
Tyrion.
So she right. So she. Okay, yeah, I get that, but at the same time, so Sansa is bringing just another skill set into the north, which John may have to use because it gets him in trouble later on.
Mm-hmm. I would actually like to add on top of this too is somebody who is very much a straight shooter. I can be bluntly honest sometimes, and it has gotten me in probably more trouble than I care to admit. And that's a thing that he runs into, is that his brutal honesty, his honesty about, hey, this is the situation. You know, it can rub a lot of people the wrong way in today's world. And she's saying, you just can't come in here and always be a hammer to a nail. Sometimes you got to finesse it. And I think that's where she's going with that. So, no, I get it, because I was raised to be honest. I was raised to be truthful when somebody asks you something, well, sometimes they don't want the actual truth. You know, sometimes they want you to like sugarcoat it a little bit. And if you just go, you know, come in there and you're like, hey, this, and it's like, you get sideways eyes because, you know, it's just, I don't think he actually is understanding that. So she's trying to tell you, you know, and she's like, would it be so terrible for you to actually listen to me? Like, I might know a little bit more about this politic thing than you do. She's like, you're a phenomenal leader. You're a good ruler. She's like, they love you for that. But she's like, I understand the curves of this. And I gotta agree. Also, she's saying too, she's like, I love you. She's like, and I can't lose anybody else. She's, you know, because she doesn't want to she barely survived, right? You know, because, you know, Rob was killed, you know, her father was killed, stuff like that. It's one of those things that she's saying, I don't want to lose you too.
The Raven from King's Landing, Your Grace.
Cersei of House Lannister, first of her name, Queen of the Andals and the First Men, Protector of the Seven Kingdoms.
What does she want?
Yeah.
Well,
Just
let him
hear that
finish
makes
talking,
King's
Sansa.
Landing.
God damn.
Bend the knee or suffer the fate of all traitors.
You've been so consumed with the enemy to the north, you've forgotten about the one to the south.
I'm consumed with the Night King because I've seen him. And believe me, you'd think of little else if you had to.
We still have a wall between us and the Night King. There's nothing between us and Cersei.
There's 1,000 miles between us and Cersei. Winter is here. The Lannisters are a southern army. They've never ranged this far north.
You're the military man, but I know her. If you're her enemy, she'll never stop until she's destroyed you. Everyone who's ever crossed her, she's found a way to murder.
And this right here is sorry.
What?
I was just gonna say this is like quintessential Game of Thrones. Like they know that the army of the dead is coming towards them, and Sansa's more focused on the human enemies rather than the ice zombies that are on their way. Especially since, like, what is Cersei able to do? Well, she can't move an army into the north. Assassins. What is dealing with the south gonna do to assassins? Nothing. Focusing on dealing with the White Walkers because winter is coming, which will protect the Starks from her, is the move. But she's too dang focused on the human side of the conflict.
There's also, as of right now, the Walkers and the Whites can't get past the wall because of the magic of the wall. They are confined.
Now, obviously, there is something later on that very much changes about how they get past the wall. They cannot do so at this point. So, well, Jon is seeing the bigger threat, the one that will basically erase humanity. She's saying that, that you can't discount the fact that Cersei is always going to be a ravenous dog wanting to destroy her enemies because that's who she is. Yeah. So I understand both points. Both points are valid. But it's, it takes a lot of dialogue to kind of get there. So I jumped ahead just slightly because Jaime finally comes home. Cersei is the queen. And we're gonna jump to this.
The big painting.
The big painting. Us for, whether he knew it or not.
He knew it. I can memorize every nice city, town, lake, forest, and mountain.
It's ours now. We just have to take it. You've been
now
since we came home.
Now again, this also kind of this scene also kind of mirrors the previous scene.
Yeah.
Cersei is talking big, and Jaime's like, well, what about this? 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 So it's very much a reflection just on the opposite end of the previous scene.
Gotcha. Also, this is something I noticed when they were doing this scene, and I want someone to try to explain this to me because I can't think of a rational reason. So it's about to be winter, right?
You set free.
Why is Dany taking her army of 100,000 Dothraki screamers and their horses to Westeros on the cusp of winter? They bring up how winter's coming, we won't have the grain for our soldiers and stuff like that. which made me think Dany is attacking Westeros. She knows winter's coming. She knows it's going to be a long journey.
She doesn't. She doesn't
know the season?
I don't think she got a raven.
She doesn't know what season it is.
She doesn't.
Essos doesn't. Okay. Essos also suffers winter at the same time.
Okay. Also, should do previous episodes when the White Ravens from the Citadel they were sent to every house for the official announcement that winter is here.
Yeah.
So
that's for Westeros. Essos will also have its own people saying it's time for winter.
How do you know that? How do you know?
Because Essos also has winter.
Okay, but again,
I don't think it's the same kind of winter.
But again, does Australia have the winter during the same time as the United States does?
No, it doesn't. But if that was the case, then while Westeros was in summer, then Essos would be in winter. But it's not.
We do not know the mechanics of this world fully because this world has had the winters that have lasted for 5 years. In season 1, Ned tells Arya that she has never experienced a
long winter,
or the winter in her entire life. So seasons do not follow a set schedule.
Yeah, I know they don't.
In this world.
Yeah, I know they don't. I know they don't, but you would still have people in Essos tracking for winter because they would have the same problems as Westeros.
Boosh made a good point. Tyrion probably would have told her about it.
Oh.
That would.
Thanks, Boosh.
Yeah, Boosh says, did Tyrion and Varys not tell Dany about winter? Come on. I mean, it's. I would say
for him to, maybe mention it.
Yeah.
It could have been possible. At this point, again, we're speculating.
But she's wearing her winter clothes, and when we see him, actually, everybody's in their winter clothes.
Oh, that's another thing. Why is everyone suddenly just wearing black leather?
Because it's hot.
There it is. Because it's hot.
They all just saw The Matrix, so they're all.
But no, it's like in the first couple of seasons, everyone's got like their house colors or like their cultural style, and now everyone looks like they raided a fucking.
Because it's winter. Can't have your midriff showing in winter, Shadow, or maybe you can. I don't know.
Well, maybe it's also a purposeful decision too, because things are getting a little bit more serious. Now we're seeing that everybody's kind of playing this game. They're all kind of against each other. I mean, you dress for how you want to.
See you,
you want to be.
Yeah,
or maybe just some folks are just looking to nitpick.
Yeah.
I think it's, to me, from what I just kind of heard a little bit, it was leaning a little more towards nitpicking. I don't have a whole lot of gripes at this point.
As of right now, no.
Yeah,
Okay.
I didn't even. I mean, I noticed the costume changes while I was watching it, but it wasn't necessarily something that was like, oh man, why did they like change all of these things? I don't know. It just
What
made
were
sense.
when they left? What were they wearing? Weren't they wearing?
Well, that's not really. My main point is the fact that they all look the same now. Like they all look like they're the same group of people. If you jumped in,
I'm asking you if they left in the same stuff and changed. You know what I mean?
They probably did.
Okay.
Well, it's not going to be a jaunt across the lake. It's an ocean,
right? But if they're all dressed like like I said, midriff showing and stuff, and then they're all changed into winter clothes, that is a little.
Well, but they don't necessarily look like winter clothes. And even if they did, like Cersei would still dress like Cersei, just in winter clothes. Jon would still dress like Jon in winter clothes.
Right, but they're not wearing short sleeves. They're all like long sleeves now.
Right. But they're all wearing the same kind of black leather. It's one of the complaints a lot of people had about the Witcher show. You couldn't tell the different groups of people apart because they were all wearing the same generic fantasy, low fantasy medieval clothing. You can't. There's no distinction between these groups. The Lannisters aren't wearing red. The Starks aren't wearing gray. The Tyrells aren't wearing green. Everyone is wearing black leather. The Targaryens are wearing black leather, whether it be Daenerys, who's the queen, or the soldiers.
But like their faces are different. They're like different people, though. You can tell.
But it's
okay. We're moving on.
Yeah, let's move on.
Because
sorry for derailing the show.
I'm sure there's a video, and I can find you one of someone who studies costumes. I'll send it.
I'm sure there is a video because trust me, this has been this is something that people have analyzed for a long time.
The silence.
He's kind of a dick sucker, to be honest. And
yeah,
you're on
Jack Sparrow.
I would say loser, drunken, probably touches children, Jack Sparrow. But okay,
yeah,
sure.
I mean, same difference. He's just like a pirate loser.
But still, it bothers me. Murdering them would make me feel a lot better. And since it appears that all our treasonous family members are fighting for the same side, I thought we rightful monarchs
Down Sparrow
could murder them together.
Downs.
The mountain. You don't want none of that, dude.
You're not a rightful monarch, though, are you?
So Jamie's trying to throw shade, and then Euron comes back with a couple of little snappy lines, and it's just like, damn it.
Yeah, he won that round.
Weren't you the one who started that rebellion by sailing to Casterly Rock and burning the Lannister fleet? You certainly caught us there. Very smart move on your part. Of course, we all made it to the Iron Islands anyway. I was there.
I remember very well. I saw you. I heard so much talk. The best in the world, no one can stop him. I didn't believe it, to be honest. But I must say, when you rushed through the breach and started cutting people down, it was glorious. Like a dance.
The people I was cutting down were your own kin. The place was getting crowded. I truly did. I enjoyed killing Greyjoys.
A good thing for me. If you hadn't crushed us, I wouldn't have gone into exile. If I hadn't done that, I wouldn't be the greatest captain of the 14 seas. You're not the most humble.
He has a point.
You're not humble. You're the queen of a great nation. You don't care about the Iron Islands. They're nothing but rocks and bird shit and a lot of very unattractive people.
He's straight shooter.
That's something else entirely. It's the greatest armada Westeros has ever seen. With the Iron Fleet, you own the seas. You can defeat the invaders in the east and the pretenders in the north and south.
What do you want in return?
Ever since I was a little boy, I wanted to grow.
My God. He
grow up and marry the most beautiful woman in the world. So here I am, with 1,000 ships.
Her?
And 2 good hands.
That's a good line.
Wow. And he backs up like, what? What you got?
Why?
You're not trustworthy.
Why?
You've broken
Good reason.
promises to allies before and murdered them at the nearest opportunity. You murdered your own brother.
You should try it.
Dempsey's right. Shoot your shot.
Oh my God, he says, I forgot he says that. He's like, you should try it. It feels wonderful to murder your own brother.
Right, yeah.
She's telling him to murder Jamie.
or well, she does have two. Well, she does have 2 brothers.
Tyrion.
Well, yeah, no, but the thing is that by this context,
well, yeah,
it literally paused as that's
It is meant to be Jamie. Yes, it's true.
Cersei is probably stupid. Cersei is stupid enough to think he means Tyrion.
All right, so I'm skipping over the crap with Sam right now, real quick, until we get not the toilet thing.
Oh, Sam.
The gist of it is he's a college student. He's an apprentice now at a college student. College student. He's an apprentice at a college now, so he's having to do all the menial work. restocking shelves with like dusty old books, cleaning out the shit from like the latrines. Sorry, the
bedpans.
What?
The bedpans. Bedpans.
Yeah, bedpans. Like it's just he's just having to do all the menial work because he's not a maester yet. He's
basically a orderly.
I was gonna say unpaid intern, but yours works as well.
Well, he's there for one reason, and we find out why.
The army of the dead. The White Walkers. I was sent here to learn how to defeat them. Everyone in the Citadel, those who even talk to me, they all doubt the Walkers ever existed in the first place.
Everyone in the Citadel doubts everything. It's their job.
Professor Slughorn.
Mm-hmm.
No, that's who that is. That's the same actor.
No, I know. That's what I'm saying. Like, he's a good actor. He's been in a lot of stuff. He's a scut monkey. Yes, he is, Dempsey. It's a pretty good interpretation right there from a military
Tales
standpoint.
of the Long Night can't be pure fabrication. Too many similarities from unconnected sources.
Sources in the restricted area.
The very same.
Same.
The simplest explanation for your grating obsession with the White Walkers is that you're telling the truth, and that you saw what you say you saw.
So, you believe me?
I do. You'll finish weighing that heart?
That makes you the only person south of the Twins who does.
You're not like the people south of the Twins.
Lily, are you speaking
We're not
from
like the people north.
experience there? Having to weigh organs?
In the Citadel, we lead different lives.
Oh,
Different
I've
reasons.
actually never seen an autopsy, and the one chance that I got, I wasn't allowed because I wasn't 18 yet.
Oh, okay.
Lame. I was 17, like volunteering at the hospitals because I already kind of knew what I wanted to do.
Gotcha.
So they were like, "Oh yeah, we have this autopsy. Like it'll be a great opportunity for you." Blah blah blah. And no, they told me that I wasn't old enough because I wasn't 18 yet, and it was literally like a month until my birthday. So I was really bummed.
That's gotta hurt. That's gotta hurt. Gotcha.
So maybe, hopefully, I don't know. I'm gonna try
you
and
ask
make
to-
connection.
Did you ask them to like postpone the autopsy? Just put them like on ice for about.
Put them on ice for a month. Yeah.
I have a quick question. Lily, to this date, how many dead bodies have you actually interacted with?
It's just bodies. You don't have to say dead bodies. Dead bodies is redundant.
Probably
You don't feel
more
like it.
than I can remember and count, but many. I have a very close relationship with death, enough to respect it and also, not really be too, I guess.
Final question.
Yeah.
Have you ever had the privilege of dealing with one that had been deceased for 5 weeks and had already been well into decomposition?
Oh yeah, you told me about
Oh no, that was not my division. Ours were just our patients that happened to expire on our shifts. But no.
Yeah, it
I
has
would rather
very
not.
unique smell.
We'll leave that to you guys.
Very unique smell.
Was this the meatball sub story, or is that a different one?
No, that's the meatball sub story. Champion looks ill. He's like, I don't want that. All right, we're moving on.
Game of Thrones.
Give it up.
Aegon Targaryen turned his eye westward and flew his dragons to Blackwater Rush. The end is near. How will we survive? And thousands of years before that, during the long night, we can forgive them for thinking it truly was the end, but it wasn't. None of it was. The war stood through it all. And every winter that ever came has ended.
Conan the Barbarian says, bloated in the sun, pecked at by vultures.
So this is also this little moment here as we saw the arrogance and the hubris of the faith, we see the arrogance and the hubris of the Citadel. That it's okay. Yeah, you saw what you saw, and nothing's going to change. The world is going to keep on turning. We will all survive as we have every time. This is nothing to get worried about.
Yeah.
There's only one difference. And we're not going to say it here. There is a reason that later on, to say magic versus magic kind of has some consequences that aren't the best. So yeah, that's where we'll kind of leave that. I mean, I don't care. Does anybody care about the Arya stuff? The Littlefinger and
Arya gets a scene where she hangs out with some Lannister soldiers, and you find out that just because they're stormtroopers.
Fuck no, I fast forwarded through that.
I just liked it for
by the way,
Ed song.
Of course you do.
So,
We're moving on.
By the way, this
next scene.
This scene was only made because at the time Maisie was a huge Ed Sheeran fan, so they wrote this scene so she could be.
We've already talked more about this scene than we need to, guys.
Oh my God, that is Ed Sheeran.
Yeah. I mean, he's an amazing singer. I love his music.
I don't care if he's an amazing singer. He has nothing to do with the show. What the fuck? I didn't know that's who that was. No offense, Lily. This is not a shot at you. They brought.
Oh, no. I mean, I'm not justifying him being in the show.
What in the hell is this crap? Singer. Are you serious? She's also, just for the record, she's still underage.
Yeah.
The character or the actress?
Both.
No, she was 18 at the time.
Are you sure? Because
yeah, I'm pretty sure she's aged down a little bit. Or she's older, but she's playing a younger character, I think.
Well, no, I was under the impression it wasn't until season 8 that she actually was 18. That's when she.
The character is 18 in season 8, and they had to say it after that one state. The showrunners had to go, yeah, no, Arya's 18. We were keeping track of it. Don't worry, she's not a child when that scene happens.
It's still so gross. It's all gross.
Yes, it is because she's 20. She was born in 1997. When did this episode come out?
I don't know offhand.
2017 is when Game of Thrones ended.
All right, so give it like a year
2015,
beforehand.
probably?
2016. So she would have been 19.
19
or 20. It's still weird next season because like we saw her as a child, so it's kind of like
All right. I'll try not to
move on.
All right, yeah. Let's
Game of Thrones.
Game of Thrones. All right, so now we're actually.
This is a good scene.
Maybe they got some ale.
It's top notch.
They don't.
This was a scene.
They always leave something behind.
Dempsey.
Right.
That would have been cool.
Maybe as well had Nickelback out there. I would prefer Nickelback over Ed Sheeran.
Yeah, no, me too.
I would have taken neither.
Yeah, Joker wants Lizzo.
He wants the Spice Girls to show up.
That was JV's favorite part of Mandalorian season 3.
Oh my God. Shadu just came in with the flaming punch to the side. Holy
fatality.
That was good.
Oh wow! Because he's a little shut up.
Come on, man! You got to give him credit. That was wild, dude.
That's a comeback. That's a weak comeback. Not your best work, JV.
The Spice Girls. Now the Spice Girls. That was because that's actually in character with me. Lizzo, no. Blech.
So this is what happens when you screw over the guy and his kid. So yeah.
Yep.
Yes, this is.
It's his past catching up to his present.
Mm-hmm.
Well, and then Dondarrio kind of saying, just looking over the scene and is like,
how do you think it ended for?
Well,
with death.
With death.
Girl died in her father's arms. Both of them covered in blood and a knife at their feet. I'd say they were starving. And rather than let his little girl suffer, he ended it for both of them.
Doesn't matter now.
No. Doesn't matter now.
For them. But for you.
And I love it. And there's one great line the
A
Hound.
long time, Dundaren.
All right.
Now the Hound gives when he talks when
was that tournament.
I always thought you
when
were dull.
Thoros tells him to look in through the flames, and he's like, "Just my luck. I got to be around a bunch of fireworks."
Yeah, that was freaking hilarious.
Yeah. I legitimately don't understand how badly they could have messed up like the main characters, but yet all of the side characters like walked through the fire, except Brienne walked through the fire that is season 7 and season 8 unscathed. Braun,
Not there yet. Not there yet. Not there yet.
Well, no, like what I mean is like their characters stay intact. Like everyone else gets like lambasted and torn to pieces, but the side characters and the comic relief are the.
I'm in danger.
I'll shut up.
Like when I say we'll get there, I'll get there. Also, at the same time, this is a classic.
Oh my God! Who the hell cares?
We actually do care what Shadu thinks. He's got so much better, but we still have to rib him a little bit. It's still slapping.
Just tell you what the fuck he wants.
What the fuck do you want?
Again. Come over here.
Pull your pants down.
If I won't bite, I want to show you something.
Not just say pull your pants down, dude.
It's my fucking luck I end up with a band of fire worshippers.
Such a good line.
Almost seems like divine justice.
There's no divine justice, you dumb cunt. If there was, you'd be dead. And that girl would be alive. What do you want?
Look into the flames.
I don't want to look in the damn flames.
You saw me bring him back from the dead after you cut him down. Don't you want to know what gave me the power?
I keep asking and no one wants to tell me.
We can't tell you. Only the fire can tell you.
I'm gonna start using that in my everyday life. I can't tell you. Only the fire can.
What do you see?
Logs burning.
Keep looking.
Sandor Bush.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, sorry.
What do you see?
Ice. A wall of ice. The wall.
What else?
It's where the wall meets the sea. There's a castle there. There's a mountain. Looks like an arrowhead. The dead are marching past. Thousands of them.
Do you believe me now, Clegane? Do you believe we're here for a reason?
the hell are you doing, Clegane?
Burying the dead.
You knew these people?
Not really.
Howdy, Jacob.
What's up, Jacob?
What's up,
How you
Jacob?
doing, man? So unpacking the scene is that all of us.
Sorry, I was just saying.
All of a sudden, Sandor Clegane gets it.
Yeah.
And now he feels horrible because he has led to the death of these people.
Yep.
This father and his daughter.
I mean, what do you think was going to happen?
Well, no, it's not just that. So for Sandor's entire life, for Sandor's for his entire life, the way he like dealt with the world was that the gods aren't real. There is no morality. Men are meat. I'm a hound. I will exist by consuming the meat or dying by not consuming the meat. So he just got evidence, real evidence that there is a divine force, that there is a arguable good and an arguable evil in the world. And causing the death of a little girl, no matter where you're from, no matter what moral standard you use, that is evil. And so for the first time, he's having to confront with honest evidence that he is a horrible human being. And he wants to change. No one wants to be evil. And the first step to that in his eyes is giving them a good death, or a good burial, excuse me.
A proper burial.
Proper burial.
Proper burial.
Yeah, that's better terminology. Thank you.
Yeah. So no, this is probably one of the better moments of this.
Right, and this is and there are moments throughout this season, as objectively bad as previous seasons. There are still these little intimate scenes that are very, very good.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they're still sprinkled throughout all of the other disappointment.
It's like powdered sugar on top of a turd.
I'll be right back. I'm gonna murder 2 cats.
Okay.
Herding cats.
Remember, there's more than one way to skin them.
Is there though?
It's a term of
Is there
phrase.
though? Because it's okay, term of speech, but whatever. But I had to take anatomy and physiology, and in that class there was one way to skin a cat.
Yeah, I mean that is true. We had like one tool, and the teacher made us do it a specific way. Yeah.
Yeah. It's true.
Yeah, no, the one that my group got to cut open was pregnant when they euthanized it. So we found little babies in the womb.
I think.
Oh my gosh!
Okay,
wow.
Now, Bush makes a point that that he's been dealing with his past since the battle of Blackwater Bay. Okay, you can make that claim. I think it was more brought to the forefront when he was helping build that sept with just that peaceful community.
Okay, I could see that.
Peaceful community.
Yeah, and they weren't doing anything, and then they all got slaughtered. So yeah, maybe.
Yeah, it was that was personal because those were people. So, like, the Battle of the Blackwater, at least my interpretation, feel free to correct me, is like that's when he's like, I don't want to die for the Lannisters. I don't want to do this shit for the Lannisters anymore. So he fucks off. He's still the same person. He just doesn't care about the Lannisters anymore. And then he dies, and then he gets a quote unquote the infection and all that, and he gets this chance at a new life, a life where, okay, yeah, I mean, there's no objective good in the world, but I'm just tired of all the killing and the fighting, and could be a nice life where I don't really need to do anything.
Because even his time with Arya, it wasn't for any altruistic purpose. No, there was a profit motive, not for him. So it was completely selfish. So now he's being, so now he's in a moment where he's being selfless.
Yeah, because he's been confronted by the fact that there is an objective morality in this world, and
maybe morality is not the proper term. Maybe there's something larger than, there's something bigger than himself.
Yeah, the world is more than just men and meat, something like that.
Right.
Well, he was confronted with his past, and he just thought it was that people were just something to be, when we're dead, we're dead. And then of course he got proof that that's not the case, that he actually stole something from somebody. Because now, so that's where I think that they were going with this.
No, Jacob, this is Sandor Clegane. The Hound is dead.
Yeah.
And Sandor killed him.
Okay, Anakin.
We asked the father.
Yes.
What the fuck are you talking about?
We asked the mother to.
Anakin Skywalker.
Fuck it, I don't remember the rest.
And here it is. This is what. I'm sorry you're dead.
I'm sorry you're dead. You deserve better. Both of you.
Yeah. That's a moment of honor. That's a moment of no regret.
And it's that simple.
Yeah.
And all right, so
next scene.
Here,
and then it got super awkward and quiet there. Yeah.
No, I was going to the next scene. Boosh says, exactly, Ryan. Hi, Ryan. Didn't know you were here.
Oh, hey, Ryan. What's up, bud?
Well, neither does Anna. Neither does Anna every single time she pops into any chat that I'm on, other than being on actually the panel.
Wait. Question. Does she say hi to Dermy?
Yes.
Oh my gosh.
Whoa. Okay, now I understand why you're mad. Okay.
Oh, never mind.
She says hi to Dermy, but she doesn't say hi to you.
Yes.
Yeah.
Excuse me. Frog in throat.
So Sam went into the restricted section at Hogwarts and pulled out some books that he wasn't supposed to. And his studious nature pays off because he's a man of knowledge. He's a learned man. And then he finds something that is could be very helpful in the war to come. Well, hello, look at this. Now, we also saw the page right before that. The cat's paw dagger.
Yep.
Yeah, no, I wanted to highlight that. I thought I actually put it on screen fast enough, but no. So
yeah.
That comes back real quickly later.
It's a map of Dragonstone.
Yeah, it will.
The Targaryens built their first stronghold there when they invaded Westeros.
That's dragonglass.
A mountain of it beneath the ground. Stannis told me, but I didn't think. This is important. John needs to know.
Yeah, you think?
That would be
Now
helpful.
again, pause. This also shows that Stannis wasn't quite up on the whole Lord of Light and the Great War to come and the whatnot, because he viewed Dragonstone as kind of useless. There wasn't a lot there. There's no real farmland, but there's this mountain under the ground of dragonglass. So he thought Dragonstone was kind of an insult, where if he did buy in to what Melisandre was saying and really believed in the Great War to come, he would have he instead of finding just a mountain of dragonglass, when you get to Dragonstone, you would find like an armory of dragonglass weapons.
Maybe. I mean, I don't think even Melisandre knew.
No. At this point, probably
also
no one. Yes.
I was just going to say, historically, the importance of Dragonstone was the fact that it was like the one place in Westeros where you could hatch dragon eggs. So that's why it was so important to the Targaryens. But then once you don't have dragons anymore, it's just kind of a rock in the middle of the... I mean, it's good for naval dominance. That's about it. But yeah, it's kind of a shit keep.
Well, the thing is that when you're talking about actual, amphibian or reptile or dragon eggs, they all have a common ancestry, right? You need thermal heat. So being Dragonstone would actually probably allude to the fact, and of course, obsidian is actually what is dragon glass.
Yeah, it's a volcano.
Yeah, it's a volcano.
Right.
So, but this.
Yeah. Freaking touch me! What the hell you doing, man?
Daenerys Stormborn. Haven't heard anything.
Ugh.
So crusty.
I'd say that's quite a big scab you got there, pal. Oh. We have not been here in a while. Well, then we go back. And again, watching House of the Dragon, as they're entering Dragonstone and they're going along that long, narrow thing of steps, and you can see the bridge part where we've had two seasons of House of the Dragon. It's kind of like that's there.
Yeah, no, I know.
Now I want to point out something. Now, Shadu said earlier about the clothing and whatnot, but Lily pointed out a weeks ago that everywhere Dany has been, she is dressed for that location in the garb
that
of
makes
that.
sense. Yeah.
So she's gone from Marine, and now she's dressed like a Targaryen. This is how the
very much like a Targaryen.
There you go. Okay.
Targaryen's dressed.
Oh, well, hold on real quick. This is actually reminiscent of course, because House of the Dragon is actually a prequel. This is reminiscent of Rhaenyra Targaryen's dress when Viserys actually walked through the throne room.
Less shoulders, though.
Less shoulders, and but she's actually going there as a conquering,
I agree with Boosh.
Yeah, she has her game face on.
I like how she dressed in the bathtub. Well, yeah, well,
What?
boobs.
I did too. I mean, it gotta be
Yeah,
out.
and Bush is what Bush is pointing out is also true. Like we lose this epic moment of Dany dressing like a Targaryen because everyone is dressed. The Night's Watch are dressing like this. The random Northern Lords are dressing like this. We lose this epic. It's
We're
not
not
The
Dany's
Night's
there.
Watch.
Targaryen.
The Night's Watch always dressed in black.
Right, but
It was
I'm
said,
saying
"Take the
everyone is
black."
wearing black now. Is my point. Everyone is wearing black. The Night's Watch are doing it. The Northern Lords are doing it. Cersei's doing it. Jaime was doing it. Sansa's doing it. The Ironborn are doing it. Everyone is now wearing this like black leather. So this moment of Dany is dressed like this special thing, we don't get that because it's just the black
They
leather
had
that
to
everyone else
say-
is wearing.
They had to save money for episode 4.
All right.
And then why'd they waste all that money on that stupid floor mural when they could have just had a map?
All right, Shadu, take it easy.
God, you little shit.
That's not very nice, sir.
I'm going to. I already told you. I'm going to find you a video.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure somebody has some kind of. I mean, it's in the details too. I mean, I don't know if you guys even pay attention, but as a woman, obviously, I pay attention to all the little extra things that they're wearing. There's differences in their outfits. It's not just leather.
Right, there are differences,
Lily,
but there's it's very similar.
Shut up!
Okay.
Lily, we always pay attention to you. Seriously.
Oh no, not me. I mean, like if you're paying attention to the outfits, to their costumes.
I mean,
there's different
look,
details for everyone.
Hold on.
You're not wearing stuff.
Shadu would be the first to click that video. I'd be second. Tyler would probably be third, and JV would be like, "Going, all right, well, I'll get to it in like the next 10 hours." I mean, come on, man! Like, really?
See, look, just off the top on Google, I put it in. Why is everyone wearing black leather all of a sudden in Game of Thrones? This is what it pulled up. That black clothing can have many symbolic meanings. There's people that are going through their little power trips. There's mourning going on, internal struggles, strength. Of course, they have the Night's Watch. So yeah, there has to be a video on this. I'll send it to you. There's a reason.
Right, but everyone is doing it, so it loses the
All
impact.
right, moving on. I'm moving on
I've said
because
that
I want to
point
wrap
times
this
now,
up,
so
dude.
Let's do the same.
Because I have to get up early in the morning.
Right.
Like, fucking Christ.
Yeah, I'm sorry, man.
You're good, dude. Don't apologize. Just.
This was such a beautiful scene. Oh my gosh.
Mhm.
I was so excited for her. I was so happy.
Yes.
Also, just for the record,
Go ahead first. Go.
Just for the record, so this beach looks to be probably somewhere in the same neighborhood of the beach that actually filmed in House of the Dragon season 1 when Rhaenyra came. What do you mean? Not this one. Not this. Oh, okay. Sorry. They seem to shut up, Tyler. It's like, all right, JV, you say things now.
Yeah.
So I was gonna say that from here on out until the very last moment, and I think this was a very smart thing. There is not one word spoken, not one. So we as the audience get to go on this kind of emotional little journey with Dany. You know, placing her hand in the sand, touching Westerosi land again, seeing where this all started from, with Dragonstone, with Aegon the Conqueror, going along the steps, and how everyone is letting her have this moment. No one's trying to jump up and try and talk. Even Tyrion, the biggest talker of all of them, and when they get into the main hall, and she's looking around, and Grey Worm takes a step to kind of like be next to her, and Missandei holds him back. So this is a very smart choice of making this scene work. Is it you get so much more with less.
Agreed.
And then it just ends with shall we get started? Or shall we begin? And it's like, oh. And it's like, okay, it's game time.
Boo says real quick, they let the scene talk. That's what we just, of course, absolutely.
Show don't tell.
Everybody on Vikings started wearing black too. So anyway, what I got from this, right, is that, and they didn't mean to do this in Game of Thrones. Like they were writing what they had, but this actually spawned something that was so much better. The moments, the black outfit, like the beach, like this was not just meant to be. This wasn't Rhaegar Targaryen. This ended up becoming Rhaenyra Targaryen, and that's why it was so much more powerful in House of the Dragon, because they actually took what they had and they rewrote it. And I'm just saying that's why House of the Dragon is better, personally, in my opinion. So Danny's coming up to.
And this is why the theme for House of the Dragon you need to adapt whatever Targaryen themes you have. Make that the theme for House of the Dragon. This is so powerful as just going down this narrow set of stairs and that bridge. And Ramen is a genius with the score of this show and House of the Dragon.
It's still the Game of Thrones theme, though.
Yay, Danny.
Shit, I have to take it off screen. I fucking hate YouTube. Yeah, you're right, dude. That is incredible stuff.
It brings up a different kind of emotion.
It swells.
Yes, girl. Take that off. We don't need that no more.
No. And then it gets softer.
Yeah. Hold on. Let her have this moment.
Yes. I'm getting chills.
I think the first time I saw this, I actually cried.
Oh, it's beautiful.
I've got to be honest. It means more now after watching House of the Dragon than it did previously. And it's, I want, you know what I'm saying? Like, I want.
That's how you know House of the Dragon is like, it's a good prequel, good sequel. Like, it's good additional content, because it's not just retreading an existing story. It's adding to the mythos. Yes, it's got its own like thing going on, that we know the events of, but it's adding to like these scenes. The context of like Rhaenyra's journey, as much as I disagree with her as a character, it's mirroring Dany in a lot of ways that we can enjoy even more because of this. Sorry for cutting you off, man.
Good, dude. No, you didn't cut me off.
Yeah.
I mean, this just also says that, what Ryan Condal did, he took what worked and just expanded on it and worked very close with George to eliminate those mistakes. And that's why season 1 was so good. Now let's see what season 2 looks like.
I just love how this ends.
Yeah, with no music, just the sound of the ocean. Mm-hmm.
Shall we begin?
Boom. Good.
You know what?
Hold on, I missed it.
Shall we begin?
I love that detail that she went straight in there and didn't go sit on her throne. I thought that was amazing. She just walks right past it. She's like, all right, here's step 1, but this isn't what I want. Now let's start working towards what I want.
Yes.
I love it. I love it.
It's amazing characterization because she's not a queen, she's a conqueror.
She's my favorite character. This is why, she's amazing.
And this is for a season premiere. I think this is it's a good setup episode. It wasn't a lot. There wasn't because if you watched it on HBO, you got the recap, which was a little extra long. So you got all this back of what came past for this, and this just sets the table now. Now the pieces are on the board, which is on the big table. So now we go.
And then, like, just in contrast to what I just said about Daenerys too, Cersei, on the other hand, crowned herself first before she started painting that big map to start working on her plan. So that
good catch. That's a good catch. That's a good catch there, Lily. Nice.
Yeah, it's an amazing. It's honestly a good parallel between like Jon and Sansa, and then Dany and Cersei. Jon and Dany have been in the front. They've experienced what it means to have to be a leader or to build up your kingdom, to take your kingdom. Sansa has not had to be a leader yet, and Cersei has not had to build a kingdom. She has just walked up a couple of corpses that some she made, some she didn't, and is just taking the fruits of other people's labor.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That was awesome. Yeah.
Outstanding. So we are at an hour and 45 minutes. We are going to go around the horn and we're going to finish this. Shadu.
All right.
Because you are.
Yeah.
Go.
No, you were going to say something. I cut you off. I'm sorry.
No. I was going to make a joke, but it was terrible. So just go.
Gotcha. You can find me whenever stream goes down on Legion Talk, whether it be this Monday night Game of Thrones, or you can find me on the Friday night FNR. You can also go on my channel before each of these shows and find my game streams. Monday nights I do Mountain Blade. Friday nights I do Fallout. I've been lax on those due to the Christmas season and some computer problems, but I should be going this Friday for Fallout 1. Then tomorrow night, if my co-hosts will get back to me, they've been kind of quiet recently, we will be doing Guys Talk. They have not gotten back to me with a topic yet, so hopefully I'll have more information by tomorrow. And then on Twitter, you can find me picking fights with stupid people or saying random stuff I've read in a book. And then if you check out my coffee page, the next installment in Chronicles of Pickle Stand will be dropping sometime the next week. And then after that, by the end of the month, there will be a new installment to Paradise Gone. And yeah, just if I've got anything else, I'll add that to the Twitters.
JV, stop being grumpy, or I'm gonna make you read that.
Oh,
on Friday
I'm
night.
going to.
I just remembered one thing. Starting on the 27th, the 1001 Masks over on the Inside All Day podcast gaming channel will start up again, which is a D&D campaign I'm doing alongside Nadia and Untamed Mando and a bunch of other really cool people being DM'd by Magic Man. So if you've got time on Saturday nights, go check it out. We do it we do it bi-weekly, so 2 streams a month.
Awesome, man. I didn't know you were doing that.
Yeah, I can give you the link to the channel if you want.
Do that. I'll include it as part of what you do. Mr. Tyler, the Redbeard, who has a red beard again. What are you doing with that red beard, and how are you doing with that red beard?
I'm doing good, man. Thanks for having me on.
That's what you got, dude? Are you serious?
We can't talk for like 20 minutes. So yeah, I'm fine.
Jesus Christ. Lily 300 Mirrors.
Of course, you can find me on Twitter too, and usually me and Sharu are over there ganging up on people who are trying to tell us that we're dumb, but they're actually the dumb ones. I'm just kidding.
So JV? He's like, no.
No. And then on the same channel that Shadow just mentioned, Inside All Day podcast, that's where I do the podcast with the girls. On Thursdays now, it's going to be weekly. So we're going to have our first show of the year on this Thursday. So make sure that you guys catch it. And then I'm doing some stuff for Midnights at Español. So I'm doing some shorts for them. If you guys want to go check that out. I know it's in Spanish, but if you guys want a little rundown of what I'm saying, I can always let you guys know. But yeah.
I know a little bit of Spanish. ¿Qué pasa, Jota?
What?
Does that help?
No,
it doesn't help. Oh, okay, sorry. My bad.
I think you have your that's funny.
Lily's like
I'll keep helping you. And then JV, because he's dying.
Oh, poor JV.
Sorry,
JV, take us out. You know what to do. I'm just gonna.
Oh, I know what to do. So you can catch hairball. You can catch me Thursday on with the Roman of the Empire. We've been talking about the 1979 Disney sci-fi film, The Black Hole. You can also catch me back here and on my channel as well for Friday night's Royal Rumble. And thank you, chat. Thank you, panel. And this is his show, but no one gives two shits about him. So I get to say goodbye to all you lovely people out there by simply saying one word, and that is doodles.